All right. Hello everyone. This is my second live stream of this game. Right now there's no one here, but if someone watches afterwards, it will stay on the YouTube channel. So let's continue the game. All right, let's talk to Professor Fig. Locate on map.
Of course it is. She's right. Thank you.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls to...
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade? With Rookwood?
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Sirona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry for being away for so long.
Speaking of
So
the
let's
vault,
continue.
do you think that Ranrock is working with any of the goblins at Gringotts?
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they have a great deal of integrity. No, I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the goblins at Gringotts are no followers of Ranrock.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes, yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. A restricted section, to be precise, and a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
Alright, that quest was easy. Wait, never mind, that was just part of the quest. Yeah.
Might some kind soul help me?
Revelio.
I believe we have some matters to discuss.
Let's take the skill guide first before we keep on going.
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. You know where to find me once you've finished.
Alright, what was the quest again? Okay, so spell combination practice. We've looked on battle. Let's go.
Seems crossed wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
If only a new student would help.
Heard you're defending Hogsmeade again.
I wonder if there are any
We shall see who shows up. I know, Sebastian. I know.
never mind. We can do that later. But right now we're going to focus on the quest.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know. That's it! Excellent form!
Oh,
You'll get it! That was something.
okay, there we go.
Nicely done. I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
I agree. Okay. Okay, now.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of crossed wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
Let's go with
Yes,
Nisat.
Natty.
That's Ionai.
Then let's get to it.
Ready to get thrashed?
No.
Apologies in advance.
Okay. Let's go.
Like a winner.
Stupid one. Stupid one. Accio. You're better than that. Leviosa. Stupid one. Stupid one. Stupid one. Leviosa. Accio. Luma. Come on. Accio. Potato. Stupid.
What to do? Bravo!
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning, or at least surviving the next round.
Yeah, we're going to survive.
We're ready.
Right.
Hope to see you then. The next round is
Wait
for
a
all
second.
the gobstones, so to speak.
Assignment's all finished.
I'm back. So let's see here where we're heading next. Okay, yeah.
soul help me?
Wait, is there a chest here? No? Oh, it's... okay, it's upstairs.
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate...
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hecat.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement. Concentrate, and keep your wand steady.
Difference, okay, yeah. So for now I don't think we need the Lumos for now. So we'll just unequip that and then see if we can equip it again once we get the new spell set. That will be the first thing that I get.
Student were to help me with my sad predicament.
Which level are we again? We are level 7. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Alright, let's go. I could just have used a flue flame, but yeah, we're too close now, so it doesn't really matter. Still though, is there a chest here somewhere? Or, again, it's upstairs.
Ah, there you are.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Hecat.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig! I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
That didn't sound good.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
Alright, let's talk to Sebastian.
Sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea.
He's that type of person, you know.
Sebastian, there you are.
There you are. You promised me an explanation for what happened in the Three Broomsticks. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
Should I tell him or not? I think I should. I don't think he will tell anyone. I think we're good if we tell him. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Seems he's working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts.
Ranrock? And when were you at Gringotts?
Professor Fig and I ended up there after the dragon attack. It's quite the tale. Fig had this port key.
A port key? To Gringotts? I'm not sure I follow.
Yeah, okay, he's telling
I
way
better
too much.
follow myself, and I was there. Anyway, we ended up in an ancient vault where we found a map. That map leads to the restricted section.
You can't be serious.
Deadly serious. Professor Fig has insisted that I not tell a soul about any of this. I've probably said too much.
Understood. Your secret's safe with me. Whatever it is.
Thank you, Sebastian. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight, and tell no one.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
Okay. So, let's start this mission.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
Okay, yeah, changing between these spells will get old real quick. As soon as we can get our skill points, I'm going to use it on... Yeah, I'm going to use it on... what is it called? Yeah, the skill set, or the spell sets.
I shall pretend I cannot see you.
Blast. The librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right.
Okay, this went a lot better than it did the first time I did this.
The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
Wait, why do we need a key? Isn't there a spell for this?
Alohomora. That's how I always used to get in. But the librarian twigged that I knew the spell and cast an anti-Alohomora charm on the lock. So now it's just this key. But don't worry. I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Okay, no.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
The key. Here it is.
Okay, we made
That
it.
wasn't so difficult after all. Now to find that book.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say.
Okay.
Ghost, don't let her see you.
Wait, what am I supposed to even spell? I think this is the thing that we're supposed to do. Yeah, and now we just walk into the library, right?
Should be in the clear. No need for us to be skulking about.
Alright.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think we'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No! We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're on. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic. Levioso!
Who have we here? Sebastian Sallow and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty. You'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't you...
I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where's that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just
Alright.
the spell to repair this armor.
So we have Reparo.
Reparo.
Suppose that this will work. And it did. Again, doing that will get tiresome real quick. So I was, as soon as I get my my skill points, I'll
Of course,
get a new spell
traces
slot
ancient magic.
so that I can have 8 spells.
That's it.
Are there any? Oh,
Where might this lead?
Dark Sun Hat. Is there anything more here? No, there is not.
Not surprising. Guards at the ready.
Okay, a second to this. More. Many order. Okay, 2.
Stupid one.
Okay. I suppose that I do this again, and then...
This must be the way forward, but to where? Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
I don't think that worked. That did, however. Okay, maybe I didn't need to do that. He had such a small amount of health anyway.
It is a book.
That was
after all.
really unnecessary.
wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor Bakar.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But
that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
there was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
That was nice of him. Oh, I thought we were supposed to talk to him afterwards, but we weren't. I guess let's return to Professor Fig. It's here in the astronomy wing.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense. It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. Now I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Yeah, I wasn't going to neglect them. Let's see here. What should we do now? What will the next mission be?
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
So basically, these hamlets are basically small cities across the world, or across the map, Red said. And that is where we're going next, I suppose.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Okay. So let's begin with some side quests, maybe. So let's start with doing this. And that's about it. Let's see what we can do now. Let's start with the herbology class. I think that's the easiest one.
My friends and I lose track.
This cannot possibly be as difficult.
Ow. She growing hungry onion again.
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear.
Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie.
Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bowl. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be
Yeah, I think my character went a little deaf there, to be honest.
I need to have a...
I would.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Pick them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, They will take time to grow.
Alright,
See how to
so
balance my star thistle arrangement.
let's plant the detonate
Thistl's
seeds.
restorative properties make it
And
a vital
I
ingredient
suppose we're
in the
supposed to do it here.
as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh.
Exactly my fault.
Well, thank you.
Here we are. Home of the Chinese... Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it. And they'll do the rest.
I'll throw one so that I still have 7 left.
Get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Her
Yeah, he's not.
is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
He's good at charming people. The character.
Mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Lost me my damned hearing.
Let's do the Girl from Wakadu questline. It will take a while to get there, not too long though, as the map isn't that big. Probably just a couple minutes. I mean, it's big for a game. It's big for an open world game, but I think I still can get there on foot.
Revelio.
Yeah, that's not faster. Until I get a better dash, I think that sprinting is the fastest way to get to another destination. Until I get a broom. Because once I get the broom, obviously that will be the fastest way to get to another destination.
Revelio.
I think it's inside. It was.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Yeah, I'll take on anything that comes at me. Don't worry.
It is good to see you.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
I mean, I can trust her,
They
right?
want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
What does that mean?
I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it. And I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Serona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Yeah, we can trust her. There's no way that she's going to rat us out.
What's going on here?
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be sick.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
You'll regret crossing my path.
What's happening?
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
I wonder if they can see this ancient magic that is on the ground, or if that also is just me. I think it's just me.
I'm not going anywhere with you. You'll take this student on the fight against me! You're having a knack at all! Is that the best you got? What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff. Brilliant potioneer. Has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought
All
a
right,
trunk chock
so-
full of mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
Okay, so let's go and get the mallowsweet.
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the mallowsweet.
Okay, 5 of them.
Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Incendio!
Beard!
The flames make the fire sink.
Okay, yeah. We just did our first Merlin trial. Let's go.
What a day. I can hardly believe it.
Revelio.
I thought that we're supposed to see it, but no.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I need.
I must be able to find it here in the wild somewhere as well.
And books.
Okay. So now, should we do Professor Hecat's or Potions class? Guess we'll go with we'll go with, why not this one? Otherwise I could do that one on the side, but we can do this now. I think that's the best thing we can do. We should be able to find enemies here and there.
Incendio.
I wonder if I could burn down an entire forest with this. Because there has to be at least one student who has thought about it. Unless there are some sort of counter spell. Kind of like Hello Mora and the counter spell to that. I don't know if there even are enemies in the wild at the moment. But there should be. I should be able to find enemies in the Forbidden Forest, but yeah, let's go there. I want to explore the map, even though I have done it. It's still fun. But if we can't find any enemies in the Forbidden Forest, then we'll probably have to get further into the game. Maybe I wasn't even outside of Hogwarts. Or yes, I was. So that's not the problem.
I've never heard that rubbish in all my life.
Okay, yeah. So what we're supposed to do is cast Incendio on enemies and avoid attacks by your dodging.
Spiders. I heard something. You're the little sod that saved Treadwell.
Okay, yeah.
You're a
Let's
sneaky
go.
little flake, aren't you?
1.
Incendio.
How many do I have left? 4. I have 3 left.
Come back here.
Incendio.
Right, gymnastics won't save you. What have you done?
Okay. Are there enemies up there? Yeah, there must be. Okay, maybe we don't need to go into the forest yet. We'll save that for another time when we need to. Now we'll go back to Professor Hecat.
kind soul help me?
Okay.
I hope you were able to take care of everything I had asked.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand. Good work. The dummy is here.
I think we're going to use this one more than Incendio. You have to be point blank in order for that to work.
You seem to have the right end of the stick, but keep practicing. Expelliarmus may save your life one day.
I think this looks pretty good on him, to be honest. I think that's what we're going to use. Can't wait until we get to room of requirement. That one. Let's travel here.
Expelliarmus!
I think we need Incendio.
Incendio. Revelio.
It would make sense if that thing had a... Okay. It would make sense if that thing had a build guide down there, the statue. I think at least.
Future champion coming through.
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy lands again. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Okay, I need Incendio.
Accio. Incendio. Leviosa.
That's it!
Okay.
Accio. Incendio.
Good one!
Accio. Incendio. Leviosa. Accio. Incendio.
Yeah, I had to really concentrate for that one.
Impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
Yeah, I would also hate to face me in a duel.
Thanks, Lucan. You've been a great help.
Oh, stop. Don't make me blush. Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Plus, you'll be even more formidable in crossed wands. Other duelists had better beware.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of cross wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
I wonder if I say no, if I will get one or if I do it alone. Should I try to do it alone in that case? I think I'll give it a try.
I'll go it alone.
Then let's get started.
I think it's a free we won this
A real victory.
I hope so. You're 4 people versus 1. This is the championship round. If I'm able to absolutely destroy these people, then they should feel ashamed, dude. Look at this.
There goes my wager.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on.
Revelio.
Mind the one!
Incendio.
They're just standing there.
Incendio!
Perhaps one day I'll sign up for a round.
What a victory! You've won the tournament!
I'm just pleased to have done as well as I did.
And we're pleased to have such a gracious champion. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you.
I certainly deserve this.
You earned it.
It was
you
a
are a
4v1.
duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
I wonder what...
Shame it's over. I was just getting started.
Yeah, you got destroyed in a 1v4. I hope you were just getting started. Now, let's do the potions class. There is one thing I want to do first though. So if we go here, I think it's out here somewhere. Or I'll see.
The best duelist won, I suppose.
If there is a championship and you go up against one person when you have 3 other people on your side and then try to act all cocky about it, then I don't really know what's going on inside your mind, to be honest. I heard something. I think it's up here. No, it's down here.
Revelio.
I think it's further down here, right? I think I saw something. It was to my right. Now it's to the left. Here it is. Build guide. Now let's go to the glass. This was the thing I wanted to do before, though.
Are you alright?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak, the girl whom everyone at school hates for no reason.
I'm sorry the other students weren't more friendly.
That's kind of you. I suppose there are a few decent souls here. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would want to play. Are you familiar with gobstones? Little balls, like marbles. Grand game. And if you lose, they spray you with a foul-smelling liquid.
Gobstones? Sounds like a fun challenge.
That's That's what I tried to tell everyone. People can be so cruel. Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstone spit, it's their own fault for losing. Imelda is one of the worst losers. Everett and Astoria are terrible as well. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the school.
Rather an overreaction on their part.
I'll say. Anyway,
It
can't
really
work out
isn't.
how to get them back on my own. I don't think I know the necessary spells yet. I need someone, perhaps a selfless and talented 5th year to help me.
Do you have any suggestions on how to get your gobstones down from their hiding spots?
If I knew that, I'd get them myself. Whoever hid my gobstones that high got up there somehow.
Haven't you any friends at school?
Not really. Natty said hello once, but not a word since.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help. If you do find all of my gobstones, do come and see me again. I'll be back to playing Snake Pit and Jackstone by myself in no time.
I think that is what I'm going to start off with. So let's start it.
Revelio. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Accio. Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
Just when I think I'm finished.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
I think they are. Okay.
What are you up to now?
Same thing here, I guess. No.
Incendio.
Imagine if I just burned the paper.
Revelio.
To my left. I don't know. There will be a point where I'll search out all of the pages. Not sure if I will stream it though. Might do. But it's going to be a really boring stream because I don't know where to find everything. In my first playthrough I just found them by accident. Not all of them, of course. But
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
oh, there.
Leviosa.
I'm not gonna go in there yet. Or actually, maybe I will. I'll do it another time.
Off on another adventure, are we?
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Incendio!
Imagine I used that and just burned down the entire school. There it is. I can just collect them. There.
That's the last of Zenobia's gobstones. I should go and see her.
Alright. I just go there, barefoot. Once I get to Room of Requirement, I'll probably do some farming for money upstream. I don't think that's very funny to watch, or very entertaining to watch, to be honest. But if anyone does watch this and then wants to see me grind afterwards, then please tell me. But I don't think that there are many people that would watch an entire live stream after it's already done. But there might be someone.
I hope you've had more luck than I did tracking down my gob...
Hello, Zenobia. I found all your gobstones.
Really? I didn't think it was possible. However did you do it?
Common sense and basic magic.
Well, may I have my gobstones back?
Of course. They are yours after all.
Oh, how wonderful. I shall dedicate all of my future victories to you. Speaking of which, now that I have all my gobstones back, I wonder if anyone in the common room would be up for a game.
I'm sure they'd be willing to play after the trouble spent getting them back. It's a fine idea.
Isn't it? Oh, we'll have so much fun together laughing as all the losers get sprayed, which won't include me.
Yeah, they're just going to hide
off
it
I go.
again.
Wish me luck.
I don't think that they are going to want to be playing it. And again, if they are, they're just going to hide it again. So I don't in reality think that it's such a great idea to play with people that just try to take away your gobstones. It's here. Somewhere. Is it downstairs? I think so.
Spare a moment? I could use your help.
Is it downstairs or upstairs? I think it's upstairs.
Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
I'm supposed to get down.
Revelio. Revelio.
Ugh. What am I?
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
I thought
Do come and find me. Illuminating that solves
That
the
is what...
mystery.
Right. So we're supposed to use Lumos.
Lumos. That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby. Let's get you back to your frame, little moth. Ha! I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame. Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Meat, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
Revelio.
I really
I got completely distracted by all the side quests. I forgot what we were supposed to do in the first place.
Shouldn't there be aurors or someone from the
But
Ministry
it makes
guarding the
sense.
school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
Professor Black would never allow.
I bet he knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
Yeah, he
It can
doesn't
heal
care.
Some injuries, but not all.
Can
Point
only
for
tell.
Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Wonder if I happen to pay. Never mind, I can't spam it.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. You remember me, don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah, yes. We met in the common room.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Keep your potion.
Okay. And Ashwind Egg.
Your potion should not be that color, Miss McDowell.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Patience and be thorough.
I need... Oh, right. Wait, what did I have here? It looks really satisfying, to be honest. Okay.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it!
Dragon Tongue! What happened?
time, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from...
My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish.
Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
Oh well. Guess it was me.
I brewed an Adurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry.
I guess I'll just
I
confess.
was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us...
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never need it.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle after we left. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise, fewer explosions.
Sir Nicholas, our house ghost, is looking for you. You can find him near the Great Hall.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you. Thank you. I'm Amit, by the way. Pleasure, truly. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
Don't fret if you run out of ingredients. I simply grow most of what I need.
That's pretty cool, I guess. Sir Nicholas. Gotcha.
Time Hogwarts put someone like that.
Doesn't look like I have anything right there. So I'll just go there by foot, I suppose.
Revelio.
It's to the right. It wasn't here. It's to my left somewhere. It's upwards. But it's
Revelio.
It's up there.
What the? It is I, Zerka Duggan, Slayer.
You can't imagine how inconvenient.
Rumor is, Professor Hecat used to work for the Ministry. Or wonder what she did.
I'm convinced that behind her rather stodgy exterior, Professor Weasley
Some of my best friends.
Revelio. Levioso. Revelio.
Hey, it's me, Gareth. Do you have a moment?
I think it's in here.
You there? Yes, you. I wonder if you might come with me for a moment.
Here.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Yes, Sir Nicholas de Mimsy Porpington, at your service.
Nice to meet you, Sir Nicholas.
I know about the book you found and its missing pages. I may be able to help. Follow me, if you will. It's not too far.
Wait, how do you know about the book? And that it's missing pages?
Word gets around amongst the ghosts. You were spotted with Mr. Sallow in the restricted section. Don't worry, your secret's safe with me. This may be a leap, but I believe I know who ended up with those pages. I'd be happy to take you to him, if you'd be so kind as to perform a small favor for me along the way.
A small favor in exchange for getting those pages.
Yes, it's nothing really. I'd be grateful if you could simply go into the kitchen and procure a little rotten roast beef.
Revelio.
Then it's to the left. Okay. Is it upwards? I think so. I'll do that one later.
I beg your pardon. Roast beef. Rotten roast beef.
That is correct. Rotten roast beef. If one floats through it just right, one can almost taste it.
Ugh. I suppose I can do that. But why me?
It's simple, my young friend. My ghostly form cannot carry it.
Revelio.
Now,
If you'd be so kind as to collect the roast beef, I shall explain everything else in due course. Ah, here we are. Tickle the pear and head on in.
Did you say tickle the pear?
Yes, in the painting. I'll wait right here. Do try not to get in the way there. I'm already imagining the sweet aroma of rotten roast beef.
Our students
Never will
in the
understand
kitchen.
students. What could they want?
Great, just go around eating things.
Ugh, there's a disgusting smell. I must be getting close.
Student, what a treat! What can Finky get for you? A pumpkin pasty? Perhaps some Welsh rabbit?
Sounds lovely, but what I really need is this rotten roast beef.
Ah, Nick sent you, didn't he? Please help yourself. Finky supposes Nick's tired of loitering about simply to experience the faintest memory of the taste of food.
Do you and the other house elves conjure the food served in the Great Hall?
Goodness, no. Not even house elves can conjure food out of thin air. Food is one of the 5 principal exceptions to Gant's law of elemental transfiguration. We can, however, multiply it, transform it, and, of course, prepare it. Then we send it straight up to the Great Hall.
So if you have an apple, you can get a life supply of apples. Of course,
Are there
unless
any
they get bad.
restrictions as to what you can make here?
Finky supposes not. However, Finky has had the best luck with the many recipes left by Helga Hufflepuff. Her quince pie has always been a favourite, but the newfangled Arbroath Smokies are becoming popular as well.
Is it all right for students to wander into the kitchens?
Well, since you asked, students aren't supposed to be in the kitchens, but Finky doesn't mind. There's nothing that lifts Finky's spirits more than the company of students. We so rarely get visitors, and we have plenty of treats. Come back any time you please.
It was nice to meet you. Thank you for the beef.
Happy to help, and to meet you as well. Please give Nick Finky's regards.
Will do, will do.
I've gained a new appreciation for breakfast.
Ah, you're back. No trouble, I take it?
Not at all. Finky sends her regards, along with the rotten roast beef.
Ah, glad to hear it. Kind elf, Finky. Now, let's get that beef to Sir Patrick Delaney Podmore, and you'll be one step closer to finding those pages.
This is all rather cryptic, Sir Nicholas. What's going on?
Terribly sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Sir Patrick organizes the Headless Hunt, a group of headless ghosts who gather for various, headless activities.
Headless activities?
Yes, you'll see. Anyway, I don't know how, but a member of that hunt, Richard Jackdaw, had the pages when he was alive. My plan is to take the rotten roast beef to Sir Patrick so that he'll allow me, us, to engage with the hunt and speak to Jackdaw. Shall we?
I thought the rotten roast beef was for you.
It is, in a way. You see, I've been trying to gain access to the hunt for quite some time. Offering the beef to Sir Patrick may help me in that regard. While, of course, also helping you.
What am I supposed to do when we meet the hunt?
Allow me to do the talking. They can be a rather supercilious lot. I'm certain they'll be welcoming to you, however, in no small part due to the rotten roast beef you will come bearing.
Is the headless hunt dangerous?
Oh, the headless hunt wouldn't hurt a fly, let alone a student. Just a group of fun-loving headless ghosts.
Very well. I'd like to meet Sir Patrick myself and see this headless hunt.
Ah, wonderful. You won't regret it.
Alright, Sir Jackdaw.
Do stay behind me. It's Sir Patrick we want.
Oi, Nesta, look who's here.
What have we told you, nearly headless Nick?
Hello, Sir Ramsett. Do let us pass. We've brought a little something for Sir Patrick.
Probably come to try to beg his way in again.
Do they always talk to you like that?
Ah, all in good fun. Once Sir Patrick lets me join the headless hunt, I'll be right there with them. This offering is sure to win him over.
Don't forget why I'm here, sir.
Rest assured, you'll have your information from a young jackdaw in no time. Wherever he may be.
What I'd give for a flagon of mead or a nice leg of lamb right about now. Then this party would be complete.
How about the next best thing, Sir Patrick?
Ah, Sir Nicholas. And a student. Who let you in?
We brought you a gift.
This is all very suspicious. What do you really want? As if I need to ask.
It's Richard Jackdaw. Where can we find him? May we speak to him?
Jackdaw, eh? Why, here he is now. What a shame. Without his head. I bet you've always wondered what that's like, eh, Nick?
Sir, you jest.
It's bound to be around here somewhere. Probably being used in a game. If you find it, I give you my permission to speak with him, my young mortal. It's the least I can do for you for bringing this putrescent gift home.
Sir, there's another matter I wish to discuss with you, if I may.
Tut, Sir Nicholas. How many times do I have to tell you? Our entry requirements are quite clear.
But, sir,
we aren't the headless except for a little bit of tendon hunt, after all. Now, please, follow me, and I shall help you find your way out.
Farewell, my young friend. Perhaps your luck with these chaps will be better than mine.
A wonderful name for games.
A map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now.
I don't really remember this part from my first playthrough.
Ironic, really.
Maybe because it
Never been
shows
as level-headed as I am now.
Slytherin. I don't know if the missions are different. But they probably are.
Play our little game of hide and seek amongst the pumpkins.
Hello again. Can you help me?
Ah, Sir Nicholas's young friend. Has he abandoned you?
Not at all. I need to speak to Richard Jackdaw. Sir Patrick said his head might be around here somewhere.
Indeed it might be. It is a bit unorthodox to include a mortal, but if you do wish to speak with him... Oh, why not? You can speak with Jackdaw if you can find his head amongst these pumpkins. Not just once, but 5 times. Good old Dumfrey will move the head to a different spot each time you find it. Those are the rules. What say you?
Please, could you explain the rules again?
Find his head amongst the pumpkins 5 times. Use your wand. I cannot be more specific than that.
If that's what I need to do to speak to Jackdaw, I'll do it.
Marvelous! Of course, a mortal holding a wand has an advantage over us ghosts. You can simply blast away to your heart's content. Remember, the game's not over until you find him 5 times.
So there is no time limit.
Begin! Cast away until you find him.
I suppose that if I shoot... If I shoot these pumpkins, maybe I'll find it. I suppose. I suppose that is what they're trying to make me do here. Otherwise there wouldn't be so many pumpkins here, after all. I think this one...
Already? Looks like we need to find another pumpkin to hide in, eh, Jackdaw?
Whatever you say, Dumfrey. This is not my finest moment.
Wait to come back. That makes sense. I think the last one kinda rumbled a bit. So I do think that this one also might be shaking. Just like the last one. Like that one right there.
Like this.
Maybe not, but... No, that one wasn't shaking.
I could do that too if I had a wand. And a body.
This one.
Well, good job, I suppose. But we're not through with you.
Oh, what fun! A student is playing.
I suppose I'm not even really supposed to follow him, because it doesn't really matter.
It won't be long now. You'll find him.
I bet I would be the one to clean up this mess.
Oh, she's the one who's... okay. When they clap their hands, that is what makes that little sound.
Oh, what fun! A student is playing.
There it is.
So you found us. This ain't over yet.
I think that's... yeah, it was the third one. Out of 5. So it doesn't have to be a big pumpkin. It can be a small one as well, which makes it a lot harder. But not hard. Yeah.
I could do that too if I had a wand. And a body.
Well done! Of course, having a wand served you well. Still, I believe congratulations are in order.
Not too bad for a mortal. Now, say what you need to say to old Jackdaw here, hmm? You've earned it.
Nicely done. But what's going on? You're not a member of the Headless Hunt.
No, I'm not. Sir Nicholas said you might know the location of some pages I'm looking for.
Merlin's beard. I know precisely the ones you mean. I pinched them from Peeves. How could I forget? The map on those pages led me to my demise. I was not ready for what awaited me in that cave. The pages are likely still mouldering away with my, remains. Quite a final adventure, I must confess.
The pages are why you lost your head, and I must visit a cave and search for your corpse.
Yes. You'd think a decapitated ghost would get used to the word corpse. Say, here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you where to go?
What will I find in the cave?
Aside from my mortal remains, if I remember correctly, some treasures, a magical bridge. But what kind of an adventure would it be if I spoiled the surprises for you?
Did someone in the cave cut off your head?
I was having a look around when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze, after which I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, when you visit, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort. Beware a light breeze.
How is it possible to steal from Peeves, a poltergeist?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He has a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor. Whatever's likely to cause the most chaos. I found them after he ran riot through the library. Doubt he even noticed they were gone.
I need those pages, so I suppose I'd better meet you. Thank you.
Not to worry. I'll just need to be reunited with my body first. But Dumfries can handle that. See you at the forest's edge.
So I think that after this mission, I'll be able to use talent points, and that's what I will do now. I'll do this mission and get talent points. Yeah, I remember this. I got this. Okay, in my Slytherin run, I got this somewhere else. Somewhere completely else. I'm just gonna ask. I have spoiled so many things throughout this Let's Play, or Let's Play Live, I guess. I don't think it matters if I say or not, but still. I guess I'm not going to.
Here I am, as good as my word.
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised to see you. Just like a Gryffindor to brave the Forbidden Forest in pursuit of adventure.
Well said. Now where do we go from here?
Follow me. I shall lead you as far as I can, but I fear I may remain a tad reluctant to revisit the scene of my demise. Keep your eyes open for a bird bath. When you find it, say Intramuros. I think it's Latin. Or Greek. As you can imagine, I never paid much attention in school. Shall we?
Aside from the bird bath, anything else I should look for?
Indeed. A few landmarks. A stone bridge, a waterfall, and, if I recall, a lake. You'll see.
You've been very helpful. Thank you.
Surprising how much of this is... fortunately coming back to me. Yes. You know, the closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to it. Simply stick to the path and keep a sharp eye out for that bird bath. Adieu.
Oh, great. Spiders. Oh, come on. I don't think I have the correct gear to do this yet. I have no offense. So, what I'll try to do is... I don't think I have any money. Not a second. No. I think I can get a small amount from just selling all of this. But yeah, maybe it's time for me to end the stream here, and we'll continue tomorrow around the same time, I think. So yeah, that's the stream for today, guys. Have a nice day, or yeah, have a nice day, and I'll be on tomorrow. So see ya.